better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, Michel. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Check. Watch 54. Check.
On second and 12, Brady. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson, blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Come on.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Hey, 66. Mike's 50. Hey, Orbit. I smell fear in that offense.
To throw is Brady. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. And they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting has taken over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And able to find Dorsett. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now Brady to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Being chased out left. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Kill. Go, Mike 51. Mike.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Mike 51. Here we go.
Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Check. Watch 54.
Wilson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Now Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Brady. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 78 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that'll make our score 14-7. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time. And they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Brady now on first down. The loop, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Wilson on first down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Brady will try again on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Shadow! Hey, 66!
From the gun, it's Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. Brady going to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Check. Rocky.
Again, it's Michelle. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 31.
Two times. That's a game of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2. Alert 3. Hey, Alabama.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Michelle. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike 50. Sugar.
On 2nd down now, it's Moss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Sugar.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Edelman there.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now, 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Brady, a quick throw out to Edelman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Bound to lose one. Showing it.
They'll try to run it in. Michelle. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. from 4 yards out. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson dancing to his left. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. John Simon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now it's Wilson. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a 1st down. Brady now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, 1st guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Let's go, let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on this.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. After the sack on first down, Wilson, and the pressure gets to him again. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Watch the run.
To throw again, Wilson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But it's going to be second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. To throw again is Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got room. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Brady going to look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10.
All day, dog. Go ahead, Brady. Go ahead, man.
To throw again, Brady. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Gordon, 77 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. So now a two-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. One last shot for Wilson. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for the Pats, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next